divine creator, and angels on high, come forth in your infinite might, in your infinite glory, and heal the unrest, the fear, the violence, the imbalance within our world. Let us remember, divine creator, that we are descendants from your own beingness, descendants from God, Goddess, Absolute. Let the reality be in this now moment that we are coming home to the true reality of our divine selfhood. Let us lay our head in the lap of the eternal reality of our being that unfolds down the corridors of forever. We come home to ourself. We come home to our absoluteness. We wield the Spirit. We consecrate the path upon which our feet walk. We consecrate our feet with which the Ascended Master walks. Our being knows no limit. We are God, Goddess within. Horizon of this moment with eternity we blend. Every space is here. Every time is now. Everyone is us. Full awakening of eternal remembrance, that in which we trust. Immortal hands, immortal body, immortal energy, immortal healing. We as God and Goddess do all that they will ever do. There's only one life in which we all share, and only one love through which we all care. Only one being in all that we're seeing. A slumbering giant is what we are freeing. When one is at peace, what a mighty release of breath unto life, that all may increase. Anyone's joy is everyone's right. The wise one's wisdom is the blind one's sight. Yes, there's only me in all that I see. The joining of life is what makes me free. And those who achieve and abundance receive is that part of me in whom I believe. When I am a winner, I honor all life. When I am a loser, all life shares my strife. Before life on this earth and my physical birth, I danced with the angels. I knew my true worth. Yet all that I was, I really still am. The God out of heaven, an innocent lamb. If I want to know who I truly be, seek all that there is, and I will find me. So, beloveds, I'm going to bring in the didgeridoo in a moment. Welcome to Ascension Live. I am Astarius Miraculii, offering frequencies for the resonance of love. Wrote an amazing piece earlier today, woke up writing and finished it when I got up. It's called I Am That I Am, the Oneness of Love. And we can use a tremendous amount of love in our world now to heal the fear, the unrest, the violence. But the one thing that is so powerful about the frequency of love is that love is co-eternal with God, unfolding down the corridors of forever, and the violence and the fear and the unrest, days are numbered, because those things are of time and space, where all things will eventually be erased. So I want you to align with me for the frequency of harmony and the frequency of love, the frequency of benevolence, and remembering the vibration of oneness. As I bring in the energy of the didgeridoo, align with me on those intentions. We align with the benevolence. The benevolence, the love, the light, the peace, the sacred wisdom, the divine power. We come home to our absoluteness. We come home to the resonance of love. We remember who we really are. That resonance of our being that transcends all trials, all tribulations, all negative things. And now, it is my honor to share with you my newest creation. I am that I am, the oneness of love. This is a declaration of the reality of my being and a declaration of the reality of your being. I am that I am, the oneness of love. I realize that love is omniactive, ever expanding, and co-eternal with God. Love is omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. There is no spot where love is not. Love is the sweet spot of the universe, the eye of the storm. It is the sacred pause, the stillness in slow motion, at the very heart of life's turbulent trials. The eye of the storm is that center place of exquisite calm and is thus named because it is shaped like an eye. So I will see with the eye of love into the central core where all beings are uncontaminatable and unassaulted. My soul is the vessel for the journey of love upon the ocean of forever, unveiling the key to the mastery of my being. I am that I am, the oneness of love, hand in hand and heart in heart with love. I live in my central core, where I am invincible, invisible, and invulnerable from all dis-ease and difficulties of life. I am that I am, the oneness of love. I let love love me, and the floodgates of love flow like waterfalls from heaven through the vessel of my soul. I allow love to have its way with me, and I realize there is one great ocean of love, and it is not compartmentalized as my love, your love, his love, or her love. I am that I am, the oneness of love. There is only one life in which we all share, and only one love through which we all care. Only one being in all that we're seeing, a slumbering giant, is what we are freeing. We all drink from and express within this great ocean of love based upon our evolvement and the mastery of our being. The ocean of life is one infinite being expressed in a multitude of personal ways. Love is like a mountain with no measurement of its high, an ever-rising monument that grows beyond all skies. Love is the great antidote for all the ills of life, a healing ray that's sent from God, dissolving pain and strife. I am that I am, the oneness of love. I pre-memorate the ascended future, where love is having its way with all and everyone, surrenders to love, and normal is the great above. I am that I am, the oneness of love. Love is a river that I have been carried by, bathed in, and filled with until ecstasy poured from my heart like a mighty waterfall, blessing everything and everyone around me. I am so in love with love. Love is galloping ecstasy with wings that fly away with me. Love takes me by delicious surprise with every breath that the universe breathes through me. Oh, love, how you touch my soul, bonding eternal as we unfold. You gave my heart without a doubt something new to throb about. I shower with the wine of compassion and bathe in the holy waters of ecstatic love. The ring of my bond with love is the circle of eternity, which has no ending. We are the microcosm of the celestial marriage of God Goddess, the macrocosm. One love, one life, one being is who I am. Within the temple of heaven's house, I do take love to be my spouse. Within the temple of heaven's house, I do take love to be my spouse. Within the temple of heaven's house, I do take love to be my spouse. Thank you, Divine Creator, for presencing with us here upon this earth, for bringing about the activation of the cellular memory of who we are in our ascended future. Let each of us upon this earth have the presence of mind and heart to pre-memorate the great exaltation of our ascended future and bring it into the now memoration of this moment, remembering the spirit of brotherhood and the spirit of sisterhood, the spirit of faith and the spirit of courage, and the spirit of wholeness, health, and a strong immune system. Thank you for giving us the presence of mind and heart to come home to ourselves, in the recognition that every being in all existence is our own self by extension. Thank you for letting us be in the recognition that that which we do unto the drop, we do unto the ocean. That which we do unto the drop or any individual being is that which we are hurling at divinity itself. We can never get away from ourselves. We are one being. So let there be God, capstone of our soul, unfailing spirit, fulfill our goals. And let there be power in the word of our mouth. We conquer with faith, dissolve fear and doubt. And let there be wisdom as the fuel of our knowledge, and let it be ablaze within our heart. For we must be consistent in the game of life, that wisdom may finish what knowledge did start. And let there be love in the work of our hand, our life as a blessing unto God and man and woman. And let there be peace as the wings of our mind, O sun of serenity, around us shine. Let there be joy of truth bubbling in our souls. O dissolver of sadness, come make us whole. And let there be abundance raining down upon us, our life be enriched with prosperity, And there is the fulfillment of let there be, for life will always give us but as far as we can see. Let there be, let there be, let there be, and there is, and there was, and there ever shall be. Bridge across the seas of time, yield passage to this soul of thine. O divine creator, let us taste the ecstasy we knew before human misery. For a mighty essence then are we, and we wrote the pages of eternity. And we are dancing on a sea of being, and light and love we're all decreeing. We're calling to our fallen self. It's time to regain heaven's wealth. So cross the bridge of what's to be, where from your nightmare we are free. I hear the angels calling me, saying, wake up, God, wake up, goddess, you're really free. Wipe the nightmare from your eyes, spread your wings, and watch death die. Wipe the nightmare from your eyes, spread your wings, and watch fear die. Bridge across the seas of time. Shackles of our soul unbind. Awake now from illusion's dread. We are safe at home in heaven's bed. Thank you, beloveds, for presencing with me, aligning in this divine way with me. And I am now ready to bring you online with me. If you are wanting to be on camera and reason with me and share with me, and let there be a mutual exchange between you and I that could be a blessing unto all of the beloveds who are listening. So who would like to come online with me? Okay, so there we have, I think it's 5D. Let's see if we... All is well in the kingdom of this. Okay, there it
Hi,
comes.
Astarius. How is it? How's it going?
I'm doing wonderful. And you pronounce that Astarius. Think of the stars rather than the stairs. Thank you.
I love what you do so much. Thank you. Every
Oh,
time I
you're
watch
so
one of your
welcome. You're
videos,
welcome, and you're infinitely worthy. So tell me, what is it that that prompted you to jump on with me in this moment?
I just wanted to share some love and presence and infinity and the universe. And I just wanted to exchange some words with you and just have a great time and exchange some energy.
Beautiful. Let me ask you a question. What are the ways in which, or what is the greatest way in which you bless life?
That is a powerful question. I think just being and helping others is my best way.
Okay.
What about
And
you?
is there a favorite way in which you do that? A
Oh,
favorite way in which you express your being?
I think presence is my favorite way. And that's just such a powerful question. I just wow, that's a powerful
Well,
question.
you've been answering it right along. Yeah, and how shall I address you? What's your name?
Cody.
Cody.
Yeah.
So you've been answering the question right along, Cody. Even when you were not speaking words,
I was
the
still
question
conveying
was being
energy.
answered.
Yeah.
And what I was moved by and am moved by is the stillness and the calmness with which you allowed yourself to be, in which you allowed yourself to be while you were in response. You know, even when the words were slow in coming, I felt this sacred pause about your being. And I just want to make a teaching out of that, because some of us don't have a relationship with the sacred pause. You know, the sacred pause is stillness in slow motion, you know, and it's that place where we're in that stillness and in that waiting for what is the next word? What is the next adventure? You know, what is the next guidance? But there's the sacred pause, and so there's no expectation of desperation. You know, within the sacred pause, there's only the expectation of inspiration. So I thank you for modeling that. And I sense that that's a part of your nature. And you did mention that presence is a strong thing for you. And presence is not something that necessarily requires words. You know, that's why I often say, you know, to many of my clients and my beloveds, you know, when you are communicating and you're speaking and you want to be heard, you know, that you speak as if you were speaking into the heart of a baby. And you slow down the cadence of your speaking so that there's, you know, more spaces between the words. And in the silent spaces between the words emanates amazing communication, telepathic communication, intuitive communication that says things that the words themselves could not say. And so communication is always taking place. So thank you so much for being a benevolent expression of that. Now something's being triggered in you. What do you want to share?
Oh, nothing triggered. Isn't 90% of communication through I? Like, it's not, most of it isn't through words. It's mostly through the energy you convey, or through like your eye communication or gestures or like your body language. That's how most of it happens. That's
Beautiful.
The true magic in communication.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. Those words really touched me. I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. And thank you for being the amazing young king that you are. I see you, and I want you to really receive that. Because you are, in fact, a young king. And every man is a king and every woman is a queen. We just have to come back into the ownership of that and get out of the tendency of renting with option to buy. We need to own that exalted reality that we are. So thank you so much for joining. Is there a bottom line you want to share before I move on to someone else?
I was just going to say, we are love, and thank you for the blessings you give to the universe.
Oh, you are so welcome and infinitely worthy. I love you so much.
You as well.
Good fortune in all that you are and all that you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I saw a wildflower goddess. Let's see if wildflower goddess is coming on. Looks like, oh, there we be. Peace and blessings, beloved. How are you? Oh, you have the little elder with you.
Yes.
And what age is this little one?
3 months.
3 months. Oh, well, thank you so much for bringing on the little elder. I have so much respect for the little ones, and certainly a great respect for my inner children. Everybody has an inner child. I have twins. I have baby Astarius and little Miraculii.
Oh my goodness.
And they are sacred rascals. I let them out to play regularly.
Yes.
And you know, when we think of well, you know, in terms of the propagation of the species, you know, we do give birth to children. Adults give birth to children. But relative to the physical evolvement of any one of us, we are children first, and then who we become as an adult is the offspring of the child that we first were. See, adults are the offspring of the child. Let us ponder this a while. When we arrived upon this earth, were we grown up, or did the child come first?
Yes.
Adult that I have come to be is offspring of the child in me. Who can tell the total truth without the purity of youth? Who has fun in all they do and to their feelings, oh so true? Who can ride upon the wind, whose growing is a constant trend? Who faces life with open arms, and whose is the most irresistible charm? Who is first to forgive, who truly lives and lets live, and who has love for the stranger till programmed with a fear of danger? The child within shall never die. The greatest truth of you and I, growing up is never done till everyone's elder is the little one. So let us ponder this a while.
Yes.
The blueprint of heaven is in the heart of the child. So what would you like to share with us? And tell me your name, please.
My name's Quinn.
Say again?
Quinn.
Chris. Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, and Trey.
Chris and Tris.
Trey.
Entree. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. And what would you like to, what brought you on? What moved your heart to reach out to come on with me?
Honestly, I felt just called, like you popped up and I felt called to request it. And then I saw 27, which is his date of birth. I honestly just said if I was chosen to come on here, I'm just going to ask for any wisdom or clarity, or I just felt like I needed an exchange of some sort, honestly.
Well, I think the wisdom and the clarity was given in response to your little one when I shared the piece, The Little Elder, which is one of my poems from my book, Miraculii, Song of Ascension. And because we all must learn to be in a greater alignment with the little elder, the inner child. So I feel that that's the wisdom that you called for. Plus the fact that when you came on, the very first thing that you did was raised up the little one and put him on camera. So then the message was all about that. And we all get to reflect on that reality and to recognize that the inner child is the little elder and it is in fact the seat of our God goddesshood, you know, and the fastest access code to heaven and realignment with source.
Yeah, I'm getting chills. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's why you came on.
It is, exactly. I was like, maybe I'll try. And I was like, you requested, I accepted the request right away. So it's definitely divinely guided.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for coming on, beloved. I love you so much. I will remember you in my prayers and in my heart. And please do the same for me as well as our whole world. And
for everyone watch, absolutely. And peace.
Okay. Love you so much.
Love, love. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. Maybe we got time for a couple more. I know that there was a few more in the bank there, but now, let's see. Well, I'll just keep presencing with you until someone else puts forth the request to come on. I love interacting with my beloveds because we come together to reveal one another to each other. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing, you know, when we can be a catalyst for growth and awakening. So let me just put my commercials in. I am available for intuitive astrological readings and for healing frequencies with sound via didgeridoo and vocal harmonics, and also practicing and teaching Reiki. You know, we have this Ascension Live every Friday on Instagram, you know, at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We also have Ascension Live every Monday on Facebook at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So no, this is an ongoing thing that you can partake of and get your hit for upliftment and all of that kind of thing. You know, and also I graciously receive donations. A lot of you have been sending donations, and I really very much appreciate that. I receive donations by way of Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, as well as a donation button on my website. And I'm so grateful for those that appreciate my offerings enough to offer something, you know, a donation of appreciation. So thank you all so much for that. And those who are gonna do it, thank you in advance. So before we close this transmission, is there anyone else? Oh, wait, I think I might have one here. Let's see. I believe we do. Let's see here. Yeah. Ah, there's somebody comes. Peace of, oh. Oh my God. There you go. You still over there in Hawaii?
We're in
So
Sedona right now, actually. We moved up to Sedona
we want to
temporarily.
come see you soon for an astro reading
Right, that's why we
and
wanted to get on
healing,
the live.
and we want to give you
Okay,
the
well you're my neighbor now.
Yeah.
Well, beautiful. So tell me, beloveds, what other than the fact that we have a connection, what prompted you to reach out?
We just
we
were
just-
really moved by your channeling earlier. Like that was just so powerful, and it's so
Yeah.
specific to like specifically the energies we're feeling today, and it just was like so resonating with us of just
Yeah.
like true triumphant freedom from like this slavery feeling. It's like we're really coming out of it. It's very beautiful. I feel so much of this birthing energy occurring.
Well, yeah, my heart has been really moved, by just everything that's going on in the world. I mean, we had the pandemic, and then now we've got riots and, all these different things that are going on. And I know in all of my heart that as horrible, as it all is, it's still a catalyst for leading us to a greater something, because we truly are meant to be empowered by everything. I believe that with all that I
Absolutely.
and also I always find comfort in knowing that all of the negatives life days are numbered. All the negatives in life,
Right.
Yeah.
because those things are of time and space wherein all things will eventually be erased. And the only thing that's going to really stand the test of eternity are those things that are co-eternal with God. And that's why I was so touched by when I awakened this morning and I started to write that piece. I am that I am, the oneness of love. I'm laying in the bed, and so I take my phone and I put on, the voice command, and I speak the words, into my phone. And then, of course, I, edit it later. But it just deeply, deeply touched, because I'm a great advocate of love.
Right.
And,
You absolutely are.
thank you. I received that acknowledgement, beloved. But, and love is so easy. So many people think that love is hard.
Right.
But when love seems hard, when we are in the false mind and heart that we have to do love, we equate love with an outer something, when in reality, love is a part of our very nature.
Right. You
It's
just have to allow
a
love.
component of our being. And so we don't do love. Love does us.
Yeah.
And we let love have its way with us. And now there's many things and many people you don't want to let have their way with you. But love, you can let love have its way with you. And so when it's like getting into the stream of love and just allowing it to carry us. And it's really that easy. I mean, I've lived it for so many years of my life, and I really get the effortlessness of love.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'd like to hear from each of you. Tell me about your specific resonance with love.
You know, your first.
Yeah, my specific resonance with love is very much in that river context. It feels like this cosmic enveloping ocean of just awareness and presence of just wherever I go in the world, I feel love's encasing around me. And I feel just that sense of, I know a lot of people don't feel this, but safety in my body. I feel that safety, and I just feel that connection with love. And when I really am conscious of it, especially out here in Sedona, I was like, we came here from Phoenix and we were just like, wow, like the land just loves you right back.
Yeah,
it
the
just
love
feels
makes
like,
you feel very safe and grounded.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
beautiful.
cool.
Well, when you say safety in my body, it reminds me of a piece, the Walking Shaman piece. I don't know if you ever heard it.
I don't think I've heard that one. I've heard most of
I
your.
said, walking shaman, walking shaman, walking shaman. Medicine woman, walking shaman, medicine man, walking shaman, dream awake. Splendor of surrender, safety in my body, let go, I won't fall, I love myself so much.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. But another thing I wanted to say is,
and also, are you still Share God? Is that
Share?
what do
Yeah.
we?
Yeah,
Okay.
my name is still Share.
I'm just Kat.
All right. Just wanted to make sure it was the same as I knew it before.
Yeah, it is. But I want to show you one thing, but I'll answer your question. My perspective on love is like pretty much the same as what Katerina said, but adding on to like love is something we allow, and like a lot of us hold off because love doesn't feel safe when we like clench our bodies and like block it off energetically. But if we like relax and allow love, that's when we can truly reap the benefits of it.
Yes, relaxing and allowing love. And another really important point, because I encounter a lot of people that have come into relationship with someone and their heart is deeply moved, but they're afraid to show the full measure of their love because they're not certain that the person is going to reciprocate. You know, they're not certain that the person is on the same page with them. And what I'll say to them is, if you'll remember that you're not just dancing with an individual, deeper than that, you're having a rendezvous with God through an individual. And even if that individual doesn't reciprocate the love, God's going to reciprocate the love, as long as you don't get pissed off because the individual, you get pissed off that the individual didn't reciprocate, then you block and poison the returning flow of love. But if you're in the knowingness that my love doesn't stop with them, it moves through them, and it is given unto God and the whole of the universe, and God always appreciates my love, always receives my communication, and always reciprocates the love back to me. And then what happens is we become a courageous lover. Like, see, I have put my heart on the line so many times, and you know, my evolvement has caused my soul to become very large, and sometimes people get just really afraid of the largeness. And it's like, you know, say, man, I'll lose myself, something like that.
Yeah,
And so many times I wanted to dance, and they wouldn't dance with me because for whatever reason, you know. But the one thing that was always beautiful is that even when they didn't want to dance with me, the love for me just grew bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, and I'm going to put sacred guts on the table over and over and over and over, because I know that I'm always having a dance with divinity through that individual. And so I choose to be a courageous lover.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you for that perspective.
The other
I
thing,
just admire that about you.
Yeah.
It comes through in
So
all
you want
of
to show, you want to show me a piece of organite? Oh, I'm sorry.
yes,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
So I remember
Well,
that
I think I interrupted your beloved.
Oh, what did you say?
I was just saying that it all shines through so much through your songs and your everything that you offer and your daily transmissions and all of the things that you do. It's clear, like, the level of devotion you have with spirit, and it's just so beautiful. And I have rarely seen that in a man, and it's just like, I have to honor you for that, because you've been just so, like, singularly, you don't even know me, but you've been so healing just to see you and witness you. So I appreciate you.
Thank you, beloved.
And we spoke about like a pyramid, like making you a pyramid like a long time ago, like probably last summer, maybe before that, last spring. But I made you a pyramid, and I want to just gift it to you, but I made you a pretty awesome pyramid.
Oh,
And,
thank you so much.
It just really calls out to you. So I'll send you a picture of it, but whenever I see you...
We're going to come by and actually come get a reading and stuff from you.
Yeah, well, you're in Sedona, so we'll make that happen. You know, okay. We'll make that happen really soon, and thank you so much for that. You know, absolutely. I love organite. So one thing that I would like for you to, we'll conclude with this, share with people what the essence of organite is, because a lot of people know crystals, but not as many understand the nature of what organite is. So in a snapshot, nutshell, tell us what organite is.
So orgone energy is basically just a really high amount of chi, or like life force energy. People have been using crystals to make technologies for thousands of years, and so when you put crystals with certain shapes, like a pyramid, for example.
And this is an 8-sided pyramid. It's not just like a 4-sided pyramid. And this is how the pyramids actually used to be built, was 8-sided.
Right, and so if you use proper geometry and proper ingredients in a pyramid, it can actually have a lot of benefits towards your life, and
promote healthy flow of chi and just an overall
and just energy in general. Like, there's so many benefits of pyramids. Like, if you are curious, to those watching, you can just Google or research like benefits of pyramids, or what pyramids have been used for. They've been used to like grow plants. They've been used in tombs. They've been used to preserve life. They've been used to get rid of maps. Just lots of things like that.
And you make those tools available to others, right?
Yeah, and actually have
a
course.
So how can everybody reach you if they have an interest in your tools, in your organite?
they can just send us a DM. And I also have a new course that I launched a couple months ago called Orgone Academy, and I have a whole online course, like really nice online video course that takes you like step by step into how to build Orgonite, how to like manifest clients and sales, and how to really express your soul through your craft. And it's a really great course. I put my heart and soul into it for a
Okay.
while.
Now, give
but
them the access. What's the access? How do they get to it?
It's just on, let me put it here. It's just through our link in our bio called OrgoneAcademy.com.
Okay, beautiful. All right. Well, thank you so much. So let's talk in the next day or so, and we'll create
Okay.
something.
Awesome,
you
brother.
so
Thank you.
much.
Yeah,
It's
you're
lovely
so
to hear your
welcome,
voice.
and just warms my heart, you know. And also, I really appreciate the amazing work that you allowed me to do for you, Share
Oh
God.
yeah, that
Yeah,
really changed my life. We'll talk about that.
yeah.
I never
That's right before you moved
had
to
a chance to
Hawaii.
talk about that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk soon. Much
All
love
right,
to
we'll
you.
see you soon. Much
Peace and
love.
blessings.
Bye.
Okay, beloveds. Thank you all so much. That was a wonderful sharing. And I thank all of you for remembering who you are, where you're from, what you're for, and that you're divine. And what was lost, you have now found. Thank you for remembering and walking on wings and riding the bliss ascension brings. Danusi Driamu Awaku, dance the dream awake. Radun Blais Esuta Wea, riding the bliss ascension brings. Aho Ashe Amen Namaste Hotepin Lakesha Lakin Shalom Satnam Hariom and Rastafari. Your sacred juices are cooked in infinitely expanding Juicetafari, Blistafari. May you always have many miles on your smile and a wiggle in your giggle, tingling in your boots and laughter ever after. Put in your strut wings on your butt, always rising up at the top. There's room for all. It's just the bottom that's crowded, y'all, and so it is, and so it shall eternally be.